Hey dumplings, it's Dave Desai. Welcome back to my channel. Today I want to get into what Big Hit may or may not have done with Jungkook and his tattoos. This was on their new reality TV show episode, and some people are angry and disappointed at what happened. So I will get into it and talk about it. I also want to get into Jungkook possibly being sabotaged on their TV show. This is actually a funny one, so we will end with that one. So grab your dumpling tea spilling mug merch and let's get into the tea. If you are interested in this type of stuff, please make sure to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell to be notified anytime a new video drops. And if you're a hater, like to be the first to leave your hate comment, please make sure to hit the subscribe button and that notification bell also so you can be the first to do so. Now let's jump into it. The first thing I want to say is happy birthday, J-Hope. And my voice just cracked. Oh my god, my angel is a year older. Please drop happy birthdays and a purple heart in the comments. I want there to be a purple ocean and tons of J-Hope birthday wishes. And the next thing I wanted to say is of course what happened with Jungkook with his new TV show. This is BTS's TV show Run BTS. Very cute reality show where they play games and sports. I love to see it because it makes me feel like, or imagine how it would be if I played with them. You know? You know. And if I ever got a chance to play with my hubby, this is how they would react. I mean, me and my hubby play games already, but it's like a different type of game. I say I love you and then they don't respond, which is just them playing hard to get. But this episode of Run BTS was episode 129. And it's funny because I think this was teased Sunday night or Monday morning, I don't remember. It was all over the tweets and people were talking about this. It's crazy because there's a lot of photos here of J-Hope and RM. I believe this was the thumbnail of the Run BTS episode and it was released on Weverse. They look hot, obviously. No doubt, no surprise. But I do think this photo of Jimin with this huge tennis racket would be a better thumbnail, no? I mean, look at that racket. It's the biggest racket I've ever seen. Jimin got that big racket. Take that statement however you want. It's not supposed to be dirty. But if you dirty, then it's dirty, y'all. Now, when the photo dropped, obviously the tweets went crazy and people were expecting everyone to wear t-shirts because they showed two members wearing t-shirts and it looked very warm there. Also, people tend to play tennis in a t-shirt, but obviously not everyone was wearing a t-shirt. Jimin had a sweater on. Now the brand Fila, I believe, is a sports brand. They are very trendy right now within the athleisure type of clothing, like Lululemon or whatever. I think BTS made them more trendy, so I assume they sponsored this episode and BTS is wearing their clothes. So when this photo dropped, people had all sorts of theories about the episode, including one person who wrote, they're playing tennis for the new run with short sleeves. Do you think Jungkook will? I did think. This tweet went viral because a lot of people really thought they were going to get a full show. Like we were going to be able to finally see Jungkook's tattoos. Like apparently Fila didn't have long sleeve tennis shirts and they're probably at least not going to wear non-tennis clothes, right? Like this episode was likely made to promote Fila's new tennis line, right? So people were saying this, since there's no Fila tennis long sleeve shirt, we're getting Jungkook in short sleeves tomorrow. And it's definitely smart and I think a lot of us were like, no way they'll cover that. Also, Big Hit has not been blurring out a lot of tattoos recently. And even when Jungkook was cooking in one of the more recent episodes, you could literally see half of his arm. So us armies were running a circus here. All of us being a bunch of clowns. We are the king of clownery. Because apparently what happened was Jungkook decided to literally wear a hoodie or a zip up over his t-shirt. Babe, if you don't take that off. First of all, you can't exercise while it's hot. I find it hard to exercise on the rare days I do get off my couch, but I find it hard to do it in a t-shirt. Like I have to be butt naked on the treadmill. And you over here in a jacket? That can't be comfortable. Although our babies don't be sweating. All this tennis and pretty much no sweat is seen on them. They're not human, I tell you. They're angels sent down from heaven to share their music. You have me grab a tennis racket off the floor and I'm drenched in sweat. A lot of people were suspecting that Jungkook would cover up. Now also a lot of people were angry because they didn't know if this was something maybe Jungkook chose on his own, like he wanted to cover up, or if it was someone telling him that he needed to. It's just a lot of confusion. One person wrote, is it Jungkook's choice to always wear long sleeve shirts or does he have to hide his tattoos? Like bruh, who cares? He's gonna end up overheating in that jacket. That was definitely my first thought after seeing this. I was genuinely concerned he would overheat. I would 100% overheat. I think I just have the largest pores in the world because I either don't sweat, which is never, or I pour. It looks like I walked into the shower and walked out. There is no in between. You think I'm joking. I look like the intense rain scene from The Notebook after being on the treadmill for 5 minutes. People of course were a little disappointed to not see the tattoo, but they were also a little bit mad at Big Hit. I don't necessarily know whose decision this was, but they definitely don't make decisions like that willy-nilly. Recently, after Jungkook showed his eye tattoo during the cooking episode, he received so much backlash. Like people were scared of the red eye tattoo. All of these news articles started talking about how people hated it, and I didn't want to cover the hate on that tattoo. I spoke about the theory behind it, and I thought that was enough. Also, what I'm about to say, this doesn't apply directly to Run BTS, but in general, when having having a show that might be sponsored or brands are in them, it's definitely best not to cause controversy because you don't want to bring that controversy to the brand. The next thing you know, you see brands associated with tattoos in Korea and people getting mad over it, possibly boycotting the brand. I mean, this is not something that's happened with BTS, but has happened in general. Now, that is just my theory. Now, this is just my theory on why they decided to cover it up on today's episode. We don't know for sure. There's several reasons behind the scenes on what it could be, and honestly, none of it is our business why. I'm happy seeing Jungkook well and happy. Jungkook seems to be really happy nowadays, and I am happy to see it. Happy maknae means happy life. Later in the episode, BTS had to clean up, so they were playing with the tennis ball shooting machine. You know, the one for practice. They were kind of getting the hang of their swing, and after about an hour of playing, there's balls all over the court. Insert dirty joke here. And it's customary and also just kind in general to pick up the balls and put them back into the basket. I don't know if there's someone there that does it for you, but it just shows how they were raised, like not barn animals, but the mentality of we just had fun, now we gotta clean up. That mentality doesn't exist in some people. And if you do have that mentality, I love you and that's why we're married. But this moment was also funny because Jimin made sure to make it super entertaining and hilarious. Jungkook saw a large amount of balls on the floor and wanted to try to help as well. He was in charge of one side of the court and Jimin the other, and it was separated in half by the net. Jungkook tried to pick them up as fast as he could, so he was using his tennis racket as kind of a tray to hold as many tennis balls as he can and then like make one trip to the ball basket. Somehow Jimin got a hold of a shovel and was like, yes, I'll use this to clean up the balls. But instead of scooping them up and dumping it in the basket, he dumps it on Cookie's side to have Cookie pick it up. Oh, Jimin, you evil, you sabotager. I love it. Jimin can come and kill me and I thank him in my afterlife. Jimin picked up 50 balls and was just dumping it over the net to Jungkook. Babe, little secret. The net lifts up. You can just lift the net up from the bottom and just kick the balls over to Jungkook's side. You can literally roll them to Jungkook's side. And then Jimin, your side's done. You can go take a break. People were saying this was funny because Jungkook didn't have to help, but he wanted to. And thus now he has a ton of balls to pick up. It's hilarious. But no matter what, Jungkook always helps all of the members and always helps clean up. There have been numerous times where BTS has finished performing and there's literally a bunch of crew there that is in charge of packing everything up, and Jungkook could just go backstage, get changed and go on with his life. But he is choosing to stay and clean up and possibly be late for their next event where he might get yelled at, or he's taking away time from when he could relax to help this crew clean up. It all just does not benefit him in any way, but he still does it. Jungkook is an amazing person. I aspire to be like him. I think we all have selfish tendencies, but I just don't see Jungkook does anything that is selfish. And that inspires me to do better. Let me know what you think. Let me know what your thoughts are. Leave it down in the comment section down below. Give this video a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'm featuring this comment right here. Thank you so much for your time. And as always, I do have a Patreon if you want to go over there and check stuff out. I have a lot of videos over there that I can't really post on here. This is due to copyright or getting taken down, so I do keep it over there. You can get videos like music video reactions, performance reactions, ship reactions. You can also recommend things you would like to see over there. Link is in the top of the description down below. Also, anything you contribute over there gives back to this channel. I have a video over there explaining that, which is free to watch. With that said, there's 2 videos that will appear up on screen at the end of this video, so click on one of those and I'll see you over there. Bye.